Peace, 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 family. How's everybody doing out there? We're going to give it a couple of minutes and let people tune in. Give it a couple of minutes and let people tap in. We are going live right now on IG as well as YouTube. Let me make sure that I have okay, let me make sure. There we go. So, hold on, no. Hold on. Let's do this over. Hold on. Let me do this over so I can come through clear on the YouTube side of things. Okay, cool. Now we should be. Let me check YouTube. Let me just check the audio on YouTube real quick. Make sure everything's coming through nice and clear. Let me make sure everything's coming through. See now, what did this just? I don't know what it just connected to. Yeah, you can go to YouTube if you think that Instagram's gonna be trippy. You can definitely go to YouTube. Let me just check real quick. Settings, audio.
Go. This is where we want the microphone on. There we go. For those that are tuning in on YouTube, if you can, let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know if I'm coming through clearly. I appreciate everybody that's getting up this early on a Friday. You already know it is Financial Fridays, Coffee and Crypto with the Bitcoin Block Bully. Hold on, let me get this up and running real quick. Let me get this up and running real quick. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Now we're coming through clearly. So we're gonna give it a couple of minutes and let people tune in. We got a real good show coming up today. In fact, you know what? Let's see what is going to be of interest today as far as stories go. Let's see what we got most interested here. Let me see. Agent of Anti-Crypto Agenda. Let's see. Probe. Let's see. What are we looking for? Let's see. What could be of interest to the viewers today? Let's see. Advancing financial inclusion, the role of cryptocurrency in advancing financial inclusion. I think this is a story that we're going to cover, especially since they're showcasing brown, melanated people on it. So it must, we're going to see what type of rhetoric or what type of information they're sharing. So this is definitely going to be one. Let me see if we can find, let's see, anything within the decentralized finance sector. Proposal spurs polarized community discussion. What are the most important DeFi protocols? Let's see. DeFi staking, player soar. Okay, I can see that happening. Wow, market DeFi giant MakerDAO to introduce Aave rival dubbed Spark protocol. This is interesting because this is another automated market maker that's going to be coming out. Stable coins. Look at this. Deposit tokens could trade on DeFi like stable coins, says JP Morgan. Keep telling people that the future is going to be tokenized. I don't know why they're not understanding and taking heed to the things that I'm sharing with individuals. For anybody that, there we go. For anybody that was on yesterday's live and was able to catch the historical moment where I was able to actually acquire 3 of the Rihanna NFTs, and you follow through and snatch you something up for under 300, they're now trading at about 600, maybe $700. So we will take a look at that as well. But man, there's so many different stories over here that I want to cover in all actuality. Let's start with what are the most important DeFi protocols. I think we could begin there and then work our way down. See exactly what they're speaking on in that sector. Yeah, that was a monumental move yesterday for the NFTs, and this is one thing that individuals really got to comprehend and understand, right? They only released 300 shares of an NFT that represents equity ownership in one of Rihanna's biggest songs. Why would anybody want to pass something like that up if they understand and comprehend this space? I'm asking a valid question. Why, how, and why would anybody pass that up? You know what I mean? Especially if you're getting the heads up and you're getting ahead of the rest. You got to think about it. You know how many people probably have absolutely no idea that that went on? You know what I'm saying? Y'all really need to comprehend. And this isn't me putting a hi hat on or anything like that. But in reality, though, the information that I share on my page, my YouTube, my Discord, undervalued and years ahead of its time. This the type of information that I share freely is the type of shit that goes on in private sectors that they don't share with everybody. You know what I mean? It's not shared with the masses. It's normally cuffed. Sand passing mana quick. What is your take on that? I don't have a take. What do you mean sand passing mana? No, it's not. I don't know. I honestly don't know what you mean by that. If we take a look at real quick, take a look at the gaming projects. Sand is at 75 cent, mana is at 69 cent. But the thing about it is that mana had a way harder run than sand did, if I'm not mistaken. If we look at mana here, from its low to its high, mana was up 189% within 33 days. Let's see, what did sand give us? Sand may have given us something. Yeah, sand was only up 150%. So no, sand wasn't. I mean, I don't know where you get that from. Sand passing mana. No, it's not. It may cost more in value, but mana gave back a better return than Sandbox did over the last 30 some odd days. So yeah, the offer was shared on this page live yesterday. We went live for the whole thing from the point where they had the first minting available to where I purchased the 3 NFTs on the retail market. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's only 300, y'all. How could y'all when we think about scarcity, when we think about supply and demand, right? And then we think about popularity, and we think about music, and we think about royalties, and we think about ownership. How could anybody that says that they're in this space, right? How could anybody that says that they're in this space pass up an opportunity like what we had yesterday? Do I think 700 is still worth it? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Me personally, I'm the type to chase after pumps. It's pumping at this point. I'm not jumping on a train that's already moving like a locomotive. The possibilities of it pulling back are strong, right? With you buying at a high, and then I'll say this, right? Almost any professional or seasoned investor would most more than likely, if they had clients, if they were financial advisors, I believe that 100% of financial advisors would tell their client, do not purchase something that is up over 300% within the last, not even 24 hours. You know what I mean? Now, once again, let me say this: these are just my opinions and my opinions alone. I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. You know, take my advice with a grain of salt. It's not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. It is just an opinion. But anyways, as we look at price, still in the red after having the bearish divergence play out that we spoke about for a while. We see that the prices are now resting down towards the first target areas that we spoke about. We will be coming back and doing an update on the charts after we get a little bit into the stories. Or what do y'all think we should go with first? Stories or chart? Y'all want to look at Bitcoin first, or y'all want to go into the news first? Let me know how the community feels, and that'll be Instagram and YouTube. That'll be Instagram and YouTube. We got one for the charts. We got two for the charts. We got 1 for the news. We got 2 for the news. Majority rules. We got 3 for the charts. We got 3 for the charts. Try to see what direction we're gonna go. We got 3 for the news. We got 4 for the charts. We got 5 for the charts. We got 5 for the news. Hey, it's staying even. We got 6 for the charts, 7 for the charts. Whoever gets to 10 first, 8 for the charts is most likely probably going to be the charts. 9 for the charts coming through on YouTube. Nah, I won't be going forever. I'm just waiting for one more. Hey, whoever gets to 10 first. We got 9 for the charts. I think we got about 6 for the stories. I'm just looking for one more. Charts, there you go. So we're going to be going with the charts first. So let's first take a step back. And you know what I want to take a look at first, because I spoke about this. Let's take a look at something, right? I was saying that Bitcoin had the whole, not Bitcoin, the total crypto market cap, right? If anybody remembers, we were saying that it needed to hold above about $1.1 trillion or risk, right? Look at these areas I'm looking at. I was looking first from about $102 trillion for a 3-point. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see exactly what I'm looking at here, so we can put it into context. So now what you're looking at here, right? My first drop was a 3.73% drop, and that was bringing you down to 942 billion. Right now we're at 973 billion. Next stop was an 8.11%. No, in fact, excuse me. First stop, which was a 3.73% loss in the total crypto market cap, was a move south towards 986 billion. We already hit that. Second stop that I'm looking at for the total crypto market cap is about an 8.11% drawdown from our previous high of 1.02 trillion to 942 billion. Below that, we were looking for 11.37% possible correction as price moves south towards 905 billion. And then if we were looking for a full 61.8% correction, we were looking for about a 15.37% correction from the highs of $1.02 trillion. And that was coming in at $866 billion. So as of right now, if we are unable to get back above and hold $987 billion, right, I will then be looking for a full retracement down to the next target zone, which is $941 billion. As of right now, we're at $972.9 billion. Okay, just to put things in context for everybody. Now, as we take a look at BTC, Big Bank Hank, Bitcoin, where you coming? How you going? As we look at Bitcoin pulling back first, where? To our previous highs. For those that are part of the Discord, right? How many times have I harped on paying attention after an extended rally on Bitcoin coming back to retest those previous highs that it has currently passed up? These are the things that we look for. This is the skill level that individuals need, in my humble opinion, in order to make the best educated guesses as far as the direction of price. Okay? So we've got our first pullback. Now, what needs to happen in order for Bitcoin to get back in good graces? In my humble opinion, nothing less than a 24-hour closure with a follow-through candlestick back above $23,350. Right now, you're at $21,861. Okay. Now, if we are unable to regain support back above the respected resistance levels as well as the 20-day exponential, me personally, remember, nothing that I share is financial advice, just an opinion. Me personally, I'll have my eyes on the 50% retracement level, which comes in at about $21,000, right? Just utilizing the Fibonacci. Now, if we're going off of earlier analysis that I gave, we were looking at 22,005 as a support level. If that was taken out, then we were looking at further continuation leading down to 21,005. Now, if we break this down on a lower time frame, let's see what the lows were within this chart. We actually hit 21,650, so we're not at the $21,500 level yet, but we are starting to make a consolidation zone down here on the lows. If we actually open this up a little bit, it can give us a little leeway, a little input, a little look at what price is doing. So as of right now, on a 30-minute chart, you're looking to take out the 20-day, get back above the 50, and hang out above the 100-day exponential in order to work your way back up. So now when you're starting breaking down like this, right? And I've done this in a couple of my charting videos where I show individuals how to make a blueprint when attempting to read the charts. Actually, not that hard. All you're looking for is previous highs, previous lows. So as an example, right? If we were to do a swing low, swing high here, let's see what type of confirmation we have. Wow, look at that. Look at that to the downside. Look where that triple bottom came in at. 2414 with resistance at the 2 spot. So now you're looking to close back above the 2 spot and looking to hold above the 2414. So that's roughly 22,000, 21.9 to the upside and 21.7 to the downside. Your 2618 being 21,600 to be exact. Right? Now, another way that the individuals could look at this, right? As of right now, we're in a small channel coming in between here and here. So now if we break it down, lower time frames, let's actually, hold on, open back up to a 15. There we go. Let's get rid of the moving averages momentarily. And we can see the range is starting to play out now. So now you're doing a little ping pong action where it's like ping, 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 ping. And what you're looking to see is what side of the fence you're going to break out on. Normally, what side of the fence you break out on gives you an idea of the direction of trend in which you want to go. But then you work your way up. First thing you're probably going to come in contact with is resistance from your previous lows here as support. Now, if we were to analyze this utilizing let's open it up on an hourly though. Hourly 30-minute. We can do it on a 30-minute. Let's do it on a 30-minute. Let's do a swing high, swing low. And I mean, come on, man. Hey, sometimes the numbers don't lie. Look at where all your rejections are coming in. None other than your first level of resistance if you are looking at a retracement back to the upside, which is your 23.6% Fibonacci retracement level. So now what you're trying to do is gain closures above 21,924, at least on a 30-minute basis, in order to work your way up and get inside what is known as the golden ratio. So that would be you taking out $22,000. Once inside $22,000, then you can work on 22,235 and 22,373, which once we get back above 23,373, then we can look to push further higher, targeting the 1 spot, and above the 1 spot, you'll be looking at your 1618, which pretty much coincides with the consolidation areas to the top, which is 23,500, which was our previous support level that did give way and then rejected and lead it to further continuation to the downside. Now, if none of that really made sense, if it was a little bit too much for those that may be a little bit new to technical analysis, the biggest thing I'm looking for on Bitcoin is, okay, these candlesticks, these rectangles right here, these are 24-hour candlesticks. They measure price action within a specific time frame. In this case, we're looking at a daily. So if I was looking for price to continue going up from this point before it continues going down, I would honestly look for nothing less. If you really, really want to give it that leg room, nothing less than a 24-hour closure above 22,600. Nothing less than a 24-hour candlestick closure above 22,600. That's what I will be looking for in order to see invalidation of continued downside. Now, if we are going to take a look at Bitcoin, right? And if anybody's been following my videos for the past, I'm gonna say 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even a month, you already know that we've expected the pullback that we're currently seeing in the market. This was not unexpected in any way, shape, or form. We were actually expecting these lows to come in based off of the bearish divergence that was noticed a couple of weeks back. Now, what we've done in the grand scheme of things, let's go ahead and just adjust it to the wicks. We've taken out our 23.6% Fibonacci on a macro or a larger term, swing low, swing high, Fibonacci retracement. So now what you're looking to do is see you're below the 23.6. Now, are you going to bop back up and take out the 23.6, or are we going to continue to break down and go south towards the 38.2, which is 21,200, which is actually back testing your previous highs if we scan our eyes left. Once you get to the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level, remember, you do not want to sink on the inside because that brings you into what is known as the golden ratio. And normally, if you get inside the golden ratio, you can play out the rest of those ratios, which will be your 50 and your 61.8. 61.8 is about $19,324. The 50% retracement is around $20,267, with the 382 coming in at $21,200 right now. Trav, what's going on? Check your email. Check your email. So, and I think I made it more complicated once again. Let's see. Let's try to make it a little more easier. Let's get rid of that. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we got any type of leeway with the moving averages. Okay. So first thing we seen, very nice rejection off the 50-day exponential on the monthly. This was expected. We've been talking about this. This right here could draw you down about 50% before seeing a continuation to the upside. When would be a good time to get in for a discharge? When everything was up here and I was telling y'all that we were seeing bearish divergence, and now was a good time to probably start putting shorts on. I've stated this in a number of the lives I've done specifically for the New Money Matrix Discord, that your shorts or your discharges should be put in at the highest prices possible when you're noticing signs or symbols of a possible retracement. So anybody that's trying to discharge now, you will be more so chasing that discharge. Me personally, if I missed a discharge, I would wait for it to pop back up. Honestly, I wouldn't get in the middle. It's almost like getting on a moving train as it's moving up. It's the same thing as it moving down. The minute you start trying to discharge after prices already started moving, it may start bouncing it or rebounding at that time, and then risk or put you in a position where you risk possible liquidation. So me personally, you kind of almost like being down here, right? Having a chance to buy down here, and the prices up here. People are like, man, when should I long? Shit, you should have long down here. We've been looking at this rejection on the 50-day and these other time frames over 2 weeks now, especially within the New Money Matrix Discord. So those were your chances when we were, specifically covering it over and over and over again. Let's look at the weekly now. Not so much of a rejection from the 50, but a possible pullback to the 20-day exponential, which brings you back to 20,500. If we're looking at the 5-day, remember we were looking at holding the 50-day exponential as support. We lost that. Resistance now, pull back to 20,300. 20-day exponential is a possibility, unless the only thing that would invalidate that is a move back above 22,500. If we look at the 3-day, the 100-day exponential comes in at 23.7, right? So seeing a push higher than that then could give you that move that you're looking for to go north towards $25,000. But as of right now, I like the convergence of the 50 and the 20-day exponential to the downside, which comes in at around 20,500 once again. So it kind of seems like that $20,500 level keeps popping up in our face. So that may be something to pay attention to the downside. Once again, looking at it on a daily, I would say if you're unable to pop back above the 20-day exponential, which is 22,005, I would say the target to the downside as of right now is 21,005, and below that 20,500. Once again, just to reiterate what I'm saying and not make it seem or reiterate that it's not financial advice. In my humble opinion, what I am looking for to see Bitcoin continue to the upside is a 24-hour candlestick closure above 22,500. And if we're unable to obtain that, then we will be looking for a pullback to 21,005 and then 20,500. Okay. And that's Bitcoin. And that is Bitcoin. Now, what we're going to do is also looking at this pullback. Another thing that we've looked at on the live multiple times. Is the fact that we did have a bare moon coming into play. Now, some people were probably looking for it to happen exactly on the bare moon, or why didn't it happen? Maybe he's wrong. Maybe it's not going to pull back. Like I told y'all within the Discord, right? As long as you're sticking to your technical analysis, you may be wrong, you may be right. It's really about just testing your knowledge base to see what the outcome is. It's not always about am I right or am I wrong, but where am I with my understanding as far as how this works, and am I disciplined enough, right? Am I disciplined enough to stay with what I believe is going to happen, regardless of price continuing to surge to the upside? But the major thing is that we were seeing, right, this bearish divergence play out up here in the RSI. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, if we put this on a line graph, the thing that allowed me, anyways, and I can only speak on me, to have an inkling that price was going to come down was the fact that we were rallying and seeing higher highs. But then on the RSI, which is the relative strength index, we were seeing significantly lower lows, right? Significantly lower highs. My apologies. So higher highs on price, but lower highs on RSI allowed us to understand that we had what was known as a bearish divergence. What is a bearish divergence? Well, a bearish divergence is a pattern that occurs when the price reaches higher highs while the technical indicator makes lower highs. Although there is a bullish attitude on the market, the discrepancy means that the momentum is slowing down. And those are the things that individuals want to be mindful of and look out for anytime they're looking to jump into a position. You want to kind of look at what are the signs and symbols telling me either this is going to continue on going up or that it might have a possibility of a pullback. Now, pullbacks are not bad. They're not evil. They're actually supposed to be taken advantage of in order to give you a better position and a better entry before price continues up. So we had a couple of different things in the market telling us the price was going to retrace and come back down to where it's currently at, and probably further continuation to the downside, right? If you missed the last couple of lives that I did leading up to where price is now, I advise you, please go back and watch those. Because the the moon cycles was one of those indicators that we use to tell us that price could and should be moving south. Okay. Now, moving over and getting into the stories. The role of cryptocurrency in advancing financial inclusion. Let me check YouTube real quick, see who's all tuning in. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in on the Early Rising Show of Coffee and Crypto with the Bitcoin Block Bully. Y'all already know what time it is. Giving y'all where nobody else is. Now, as we there we go. Take a look. It goes on to state that the role of cryptocurrency in advancing financial inclusion, access to, and the use of financial services. There we go. And the use of financial services known as financial inclusion is crucial for economic growth and development, which is why cryptocurrency and blockchain is so crucial, because it opens up doors that were once closed to what I would call, but I don't want to call, minorities. But in a broad understanding, you would look at these individuals as minorities, even though they are the majority. And minority really means minor mentally in certain aspects too. So when they call you a minority, they're saying that you are incompetent in the mind in order to handle your own commercial affairs and other affairs. But anyways, moving right along, when we look at financial inclusion, that is what the blockchain, cryptocurrency, smart contracts, decentralized finance has been able to give to people worldwide. Right. So now as we look at the story, it goes on to state that access to and the use of financial services known as financial inclusion is crucial for economic growth and development. Unfortunately, a large portion of the population, particularly in developing nations, still lacks access to basic banking services. The World Bank estimates that 1.4 billion adults worldwide are without access to these services, which limits economic opportunities and perpetuates poverty. Cryptocurrency, which is decentralized and digital nature. No, excuse me. Cryptocurrency with its decentralized and digital nature. Miss Grand's Art, what's going on, Queen? How you doing? One of the top artists in Chicago that I've had the pleasure of purchasing, I think, more than one painting from. I'm trying to remember what I've purchased for you. I actually have purchased more than one painting from you. In fact, real quick, if we can take a look, I purchased that Kanye piece right there, and I purchased that Erykah Badu piece right there from Miss Grand's Art. So you may want to follow her. She definitely got some sauce. Thank you for lighting up my room. And I do support. How can I tune into the Discord? Send an email to Block Wall Street Work at Proton Mail, or you can just go to my website and send me an email. So for those that need one-on-one help, may want to join some of the classes, go to blockwallstreet.io. Blockwallstreet.io. This is how you can get connected. Okay. The Erykah is a different artist. It is. Hold on. Let me see. You sure? I thought I bought that Erykah Badu off of you. So how about the Kanye West off of you? Okay. Want to tap in with you for the children's course soon. No doubt. No doubt. Reach out whenever you're ready, Queen. What's going on, Miss Real Artist Gemini? How you doing, Queen? All right. But moving back to what we were talking about, inclusion, right? It goes on to state that cryptocurrency, with its decentralized and digital nature, may provide a solution to the issue by advancing financial inclusion. Cryptocurrencies can be stored and transferred digitally and do not require physical banking infrastructure, right? This enables individuals living in remote and undeserved areas to access and use cryptocurrency without the need for a traditional bank branch, providing an alternative solution for those who may not have access to traditional banking or prefer to maintain their privacy. Now, one thing we got to understand, privacy comes from private. So you're able to bank privately utilizing the blockchain and these cryptocurrencies is what they're telling you. Also, for individuals that may not know that, this is one of the only sectors you can get in right now. And I mean, really handle a number of different financial services, financial positions without having to give up personal information like your name, social, address, picture front back of your ID, right? This is one of the few spaces where that is being made possible by the advancement of this new technology. What's going on, Miss Glenda? How you doing, Queen? Wealthy Rising. Glad to have you on the show. Big supporter and a helper. It goes on to state that beyond providing access to traditional banking services, cryptocurrency can also offer a range of other financial services. For example, cross-border payments can be made more efficient using cryptocurrency, making it an attractive option for migrant workers sending money to their families. Furthermore, it enables access to alternative financial services such as loans, savings, and insurance without the need for any intermediaries. And the intermediary is the middleman. That's the red tape. That's the individual that may tell you you are not approved for this loan based off of your demographics, race, skin color, credit score. It's a number of different reasons why they redliners or redline individuals, should I say? Because I don't get redlined because I don't use that system. But it goes on to state that cryptocurrency can also help improve financial transparency and reduce corruption by creating and them not allowing you to obtain a loan simply because of where you live or your race, color, or creed is corruption. It is corrupt. So let's understand where we're at and what we're going through here. It goes on to state that cryptocurrency can also help improve financial transparency and reduce corruption, right? Reduce corruption by creating a decentralized and transparent ledger, which can help to increase trust in financial systems globally. The use of smart contracts can help automate the execution of financial agreements, which is a contract, and reduce the need for intermediaries. In addition, blockchain technology can be utilized to create decentralized financial applications, such as decentralized finance platforms. These platforms, built on the blockchain, allow individuals to access financial services without intermediaries, giving them more control over their financial assets, right? Cryptocurrency and blockchain technology can help the financial literacy and education. By providing access to digital financial services, individuals can learn about financial management and investing in a safe and accessible way. This is key. By educating people about these technologies, they can become more financially independent and empowered. Now, let's speak about the number of things that I've done over the last couple of years. So far, I've released 2 books, right? So far, I've released 2 books, and that would be The Puzzle, right? That would be The Puzzle. And that would be Sovereign Minded Aspects of the Blockchain, Becoming a Secured Party Crypto Creditor, right? Which is here. These 2 books alone have helped individuals free themselves financially over the last couple of years. And these are just the books. This doesn't account for I'm talking about over thousands of classes. I've held over 1,000, easy over 1,000 classes over the last 6 years of teaching. Have taught hundreds of people from age groups, I'm gonna say 9 up to maybe 65, right? I'm the first one that I believe that came out with a metaverse academy that was built by our children, our melanated boys and girls, which they do get a kick, which then I utilize to teach people at large that are able to interact with or have learned how to interact with the metaverse. These are just a couple of things where I'm harping on education is key within this space. Education is key. And that's the main thing that I bring to the table. One thing y'all got to understand about me is I never, ever, ever come through the door and promise you any type of profits or, hey, this is a quick way to make type of money. My thing has always been asset accumulation and generational wealth transfer. Those are the things that I focus on. Not, hey, you can flip this and make X amount of money, even though the information that I share, right? Even though the information that I share, much like me sharing the information yesterday about the Rihanna NFT drop, right? Which for those that may just not be tuning in, we went live yesterday because there was an NFT drop of one of Rihanna's biggest songs, right? Which they were giving out equity ownership, right? Which means that you are going to get paid a percentage of the royalties that this song generates. And there were only 300 of them, y'all. How could y'all miss the ability and the chance to get equity ownership over one of the biggest songs made by the Queen Rihanna with only 300 available in the world? This is something I wasn't going to pass up. Now, for individuals that were on that live yesterday, right, they were able to purchase this for under $300. That was the going price for the secondary market. If we look at the price today, they are now 0.46 Ethereum with the cheapest one as of right now. And it hasn't even been 24 hours. It hasn't even been 24 hours. But when I'm showing you this is showing the reason I'm showing you this is not because of, oh, I promised to flip. No, I promised education. And what I always tell y'all is that as long as you focus on the education, you will get a monetary return based off the time that you put in. So $300 spent yesterday, well, under 300. I caught mine for like 260, 270. Right now, you can sell for $722. I rest my case. Focus on the education, specifically the education that I've been bringing over the last couple of years. Alcubalon, what's going on, big homie? Peace, peace, peace. Salute. I'm glad you're on the live catching some of these gems. Miss Farasha, what's going on? The Real Wine, peace. Mr. New Life, how you doing, Queen? Now, as we move forward, and for those that do want access to the new Block Wall Street Academy, I'll be minting access to this academy today, which are going to be $50 tuition tickets. Normally they're 60, 65, but since I missed the first 10 days and we're going to have about 20 some odd days left, $50 will get you access inside of this metaverse, right? It'll get you access inside of this metaverse, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the first 5 weeks of the boot camp, excluding the first one because you already know how to set up a wallet or you wouldn't be able to be in here. So I'm going to put the last 5 weeks, meaning week 2 to week 6, within this Metaverse Academy for you to come view. And that'll be done today. Once again, this was built. The infrastructure was built by a group of children that I was working with. Big shout out to Brother Brian Bay for allowing me to work with his children and show them, the rope. This was built by them, and then I came in and sauced it up a little bit, put all the little extra stuff in it. There we go. Let's go ahead and slide down and take a look real quick. This is one of the last classes I did. And then this is another viewing station where you can view different classes. Right, this is another viewing station where you can view different classes. Yeah, I'll be putting the majority of the boot camps in here. Now the thing about this is you can't rewind, you can't record, you can record, screen record. You can't download. This is only for viewing purposes. Only for viewing purposes. So we got about what we got about 1, 2. How many screens? How many visuals do we have in here? We got 1. We got 2. We got 3, 4, 5. And all you gotta do is come in here and click on it, and it plays for All you do is click on it, sit down, sit back, put your headphones on, listen to the information, and I'm gonna walk you through what you need to be walked through or what needs walking through, right? So that's all. Come in here, click on the links, get the videos playing, right? Family, this is metaverse interaction. No, this is the future of commerce in real time. I'm showing y'all what's going on. I'm showing y'all, I'm handing y'all the keys to the future of commerce and finances. How can anybody turn a blind eye to this? And then as we go upstairs, right? Wrong way. As we go upstairs, we see we got 3 more screens up here. So now we got a total of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screens, all viewing information. All viewing information, right? And as always, you already know we represent the new money matrix. And you can see that if you're flying over in a plane and you fly over my building, it's almost like the bat symbol. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the bat symbol. All right, so that's the metaverse. Now, getting in, what time is it? 9:15. Let me hurry my butt up. I'll be talking too much. Now, get into another story. I appreciate you. Thank you. Getting into another story. Important. Oh, hold on. There we go. What are the most important DeFi protocols? DeFi protocols are autonomous programs encoded in smart contracts, either on Ethereum or similar blockchain ecosystems. And tonight's class, we're going to be starting off brand new. In tonight's class, we're going to be starting off brand new with how the Cosmos ecosystem works. So tonight we're going to be going through Cosmos, the Cosmos ecosystem, or the Cosmos hub. Tickets are only $50. Family, let me say this. Let me say this. The amount of information that I bring, the way that I bring it, what I share with you, I promise you this: if anybody else had this information, these courses would easily be $500. I'm sitting here and walking you through steps, and these courses are anywhere from 3 to 4 hours long, right? I think the last couple of classes we had were 4 hours in length. The information is undervalued, is what I'm telling you, and I'm not going to be here forever. Take advantage. This shit can easily be repackaged and sold for way higher than what I'm trying to give it to the community for. And that's a fact, brother Showtime. Easily $5,000. I mean, I've showed people how to utilize credit on the blockchain to discharge the debt. You know, when people were first showing people how to discharge debt, they were paying $5,000, $10,000 for those goddamn courses. Yeah, I'm doing this shit for $50 a pop. Anyways, moving on. It goes on to state that DeFi is shorthand for decentralized finance, a way of conducting financial business utilizing peer-to-peer networks, blockchains, and other developing technologies to eliminate intermediaries and central oversight. In a traditional financial system, banks and various third parties like credit card companies facilitate essentially every step of the movement of money from one person to another. Once again, I'm going to say that. In a traditional financial system, banks and various third parties like credit card companies facilitate essentially every step of the movement of money from one person to the next. So you're not in control of your own money like you think you are within the traditional system. Okay? It goes on to state that DeFi aims to allow for these transfers to occur in a secure way, but without the scrutiny and the cost, privacy concerns, and occasional delays associated with these third parties. DeFi has emerged as a focal point among cryptocurrency enthusiasts as the Ethereum network and its powerful smart contract capabilities have developed. Proponents of DeFi utilize various systems to lend, borrow, and trade cryptocurrencies. These include individual tokens, particularly stablecoins, as well as exchanges, networks, and decentralized apps. DeFi protocols, going into the DeFi protocols, one reason Ethereum and smart contracts have been crucial to the development of DeFi is because of protocols. DeFi protocols are simply codes, procedures, and rules which govern the systems utilized in DeFi. Though through DeFi protocols, participants in the ecosystem are able to trade, lend, stake tokens, and much more. These protocols must be accessible to all wallets so that anyone participating in the DeFi system can follow the same set of rules. By and large, DeFi protocols are autonomous programs encoded into smart contracts, either on Ethereum or similar blockchain ecosystems. Most protocols attempt to identify and improve upon one or more traditional financial processes. As an example, a DeFi protocol could aggregate data from various decentralized crypto exchanges in an effort to consolidate trading in liquidity pools in order to make transacting more straightforward for users. Understandably, many DeFi protocols use highly complex procedures in an effort to simplify and increase accessibility. When comparing different protocols, one metric that may be helpful is total value locked, or the TVL. TVL refers to the total underlying supply of tokens that is being secured by a specific application. The largest DeFi protocol as of mid 2022 by TVL is MakerDAO, which has now been replaced by Lido, which is a liquid staking platform, which had a TVL of 7.5 billion. So if we take a look at the current DeFi platforms and look at the who's ahead right now, I think it's still Lido. Let's take a look. So as of right now, there's $47 billion locked within the decentralized finance sector. Once again, let me say this. Out of all the money that's circulating right now in the world, about 47 billion is locked up in technology that the average individuals don't even understand how to use. Now, Lido has about 16.98% dominance. If we take a look at Lido, if we look at the TVL, they're at about $8 billion. They're at about $8 billion. So that's the biggest DeFi protocol now. But when they probably put this article together, they were going off some earlier information. Now, it goes on to state that this protocol enables, and this is one that actually, what's interesting about it, MakerDAO was one of the first decentralized finance platforms that I taught people how to use back in, I believe, 2018. In fact, I had a class of about, and I'm pretty sure the individuals that were in that very first class with me, the likes of Riley, Miss Agnes, I think brother Michael Hutch, brother Hutch. Oh man, I'm trying to think who else was in that very first class. Miss Misty, I know, was in that class. This like summer 2018 or winter 2018. I really the end it was when was this when I did that first class? I really don't remember, but I know it was 2018 when I first started teaching how to utilize these decentralized protocols. Now, this is before the word DeFi was floating around. Nobody was saying DeFi, DeFi, DeFi. You get what I'm saying? Peace, God. What's your take on the staking ban? My take on the staking ban is that it's going to affect a number of different centralized platforms, and DeFi will keep on moving the way that it's been moving as of right now. That's my take on it. And if we pay attention to what regulation has really been targeting and taking a big chunk and big hits on, it's been centralization, not decentralization. We have to understand. Look at it like this, right? For those that study public and private, for those that study public and private, you understand that the statutes, which are public law, for lack of a better term, only relate to those public citizens. Contract law, which is private law, cannot be infringed on by the public. So when we think about how DeFi versus CeFi works, regulation in some aspects can only affect that which is in the public, which is centralized. Okay? This the shit. I'm about to flame up real quick, take a break. But but no, let me finish explaining. When we look at DeFi, as of right now, it has little to no effect. And these are the things that I just send you a friend request. Absolutely not. Why would I send you a friend request and I'm live and we're already friends? Look, let me say this live right now. Anybody that's getting sent friend requests from any other page, and if you're my friend already, you shouldn't get a friend request from me. You shouldn't get a DM from me. Look, one thing I don't do is go into people's DMs. All y'all that's following me right now, I've never just ran into somebody's DM asking shit. I don't do that. All right. Anyways, let me see. Some of the most popular DeFi. Well, no, let me finish reading. Hold on. It goes on to state that participants can lend and borrow while MakerDAO protocol uses smart contracts to liquidate loans and sell collateral to support the stability of the DAI stablecoin. In fact, if you want to get a little insight on what I'm speaking about right now, for those that may be new, I got a pretty good podcast episode, right? I got a pretty damn good podcast episode from, I think, maybe 2018, 2019. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick. But this one right here will really, 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 really bring you up to speed on what's going on in this space. Let me go back and find it. And if you're wondering what to look for, just go. All you gotta do is Google "new money matrix." I'm the first thing that's gonna pop up because I believe I coined that term. So just Google "new money matrix." Scroll on down. Let's see, DeFi, credit money system explained. Introduction to the DAI family. Here we go, right here. You can do introduction to the DAI family, multi-collateral DAI savings rate. You can even pull back, and that was 2019. And these videos are still undervalued. Excuse me, these episodes are undervalued with the amount of information that is in them and how ahead of my time I was. Let's see, what's another good one? What if you meant not the Federal Reserve? Is this the future? This is a damn good article people should go listen to. What if you meant not the Federal Reserve? Is this the future? And I was speaking about individuals being able to mint their own money into circulation. Mentoring synthetics, intro to passive income, crypto credit and lending platforms. Family, I'll talk about this shit July 2019. Come on, let's go. DeFi to disrupt traditional financial markets, right? That's what they're saying. DeFi is going to disrupt traditional financial market. But the exact episode, it's on Spotify. I think it's on a lot of streaming platforms. To be honest with you, a lot of podcasts. DeFi, a new introduction to decentralized finance. Definitely one you want to look at. Compound finance. What is Ethereum? I think a lot of people want to go listen to this. What is Ethereum? XRP, Kava, and Cosmos. For those who think that I'm against XRP or some strange shit like that, not at all. Not at all. I'm all about information. What is decentralized finance? A must listen. A must listen. Let me see. What's another one? Look at all these coffees and cryptos I did back in the day. So what I'm doing right now ain't nothing new. What I'm doing right now ain't nothing new. Just so y'all know, I've been doing this. I've been doing coffee and crypto since like 2017, just to keep it a buck with you. I fell back a little bit when I got deep into teaching, but I still like to bring y'all the information, which is why I started it back up. Decentralized finance and intro to Instadap and compound finance. That's a must listen. And I'm looking for, maybe it was just the DAI update one. Nope, there it is right there. This is the one you want to go listen to. February 25th. We're actually coming up on what, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're coming up on a 4-year anniversary where I first introduced the DAI stablecoin to the community. So go listen to this. DAI is a USD peg stablecoin built on the Ethereum blockchain and has no centralized authority. Its $1 USD equivalent is maintained through automatic pricing mechanisms built into smart contracts. When DAI is worth more than $1, let's actually go in here and see what it says. When DAI is worth more than $1, the smart contract pricing mechanisms work to increase the price. DAI can be freely traded like any other ERC token, and anyone with the Ethereum wallet can own, accept, and transfer it without a middleman. Family, I've been bringing this information to y'all for years. Some people just not coming up on it. But it's been years that I've been bringing this information, trying to get people to understand the transition and the shift that's happening within this money system, within this new money matrix, as I like to call it. Stability for the blockchain. DAI is an asset-backed hard currency for the 21st century. The first decentralized stablecoin on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, let's just get into some of the most popular DeFi protocols. And I'm going to end this and come back live because it's going to cut my live after the 1 hour mark. So I'm going to end this after we look at these top projects. But besides MakerDAO, some of the other best known and most popular DeFi protocols include Aave, which we've covered in the boot camp, Uniswap, which I believe we've utilized in the boot camp, Curve, which I believe we've looked at certain pools in the boot camp, OX protocol, which we haven't looked at, Compound, which we haven't looked at because we use Aave in its place. And then the cheat sheet, let me see. What time is it? 9:28. Here we go. Yeah, the cheat sheet. DeFi or decentralized finance aims to shift traditional finance systems to peer-to-peer networks in order to remove the middleman. Key to DeFi is an ever-increasing set of protocols, which are rules that govern specific systems for decentralized or DeFi participants. Total value lock is the key metric used to gauge the health and size of different DeFi protocols. Yada, yada, yada. And they're just giving you a review of what we already went through. But yeah. So that's the first half of the show for those that are on Discord. Instagram. What I'm going to do is end this now so it saves and come right back live. So I'll be right back. And I appreciate those that are tuning in right now on the YouTube side of things. Let me actually slide over here and see how many we got tuning in. I wasn't shocked they came at Kraken. Kraken is a centralized platform. They coming at anybody and everybody that said, remember, it's all about jurisdiction. It's all about jurisdiction. Always remember that. All about jurisdiction. So let me go ahead and go back live on Instagram real quick. Let me go live on Instagram real quick. Hold on. Let's go ahead and do this again. Hold on. Just type it in the title. Bam, there we go. And we are back live on IG. Give it a couple of minutes to let the people tune back in. Then we're gonna get right back into the to the charts. We're gonna jump right back into the charts. So I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes, let people tune back in on the IG side of things. And then we're gonna take off. There we go. People are checking back in. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. Welcome to part 2 of Coffee and Crypto with the Bitcoin Block Bully IG version, even though YouTube is still filming, still recording. Now, what we're going to take a look at next is going to be the Ethereum token and try to get a idea of what direction ETH is headed in now. So now remember, you're already below the 1550. We've already broken outside of our trend and opened outside of our trend or our channel. Now, once the channel's been broke, this is the point. Thank you for all you do, man. You're an inspiration. I appreciate that, Dontarius. Is the name Dontarius? I believe I'm pronouncing that right. If I did slaughter it, I do apologize. If I did slaughter the name, I do apologize. So as of right now, we're looking at Ethereum breaking outside of the channel that it was currently in. So now our goal is to try to look at, okay, what are the possible downside positions? Let's open this up on a larger time frame and see if we can get an idea here. Let's do weekly. There we go. We can look at this on a weekly, right? Let's actually pull up another chart. The sound is noticeably better on your IG stream than your YouTube for some reason, just because of the microphones that are being used. I'm speaking right into the phone, but I'm using a headset with YouTube, so it may be a little bit lower. Really respect the movement in the game you share, no doubt. NA11 Rub, no doubt. I appreciate that. Let's take a look at Ethereum on the index and see if we can get an idea of how, and I do this simply for the community, y'all. I really take the time out, take sleep out and everything. I mean, let's keep it a buck. I don't got to do this shit. I don't have to do this. Like, it's people that are doing what I'm doing, but they're making you pay for it. Understand that. Understand that I'm doing what most people are doing, but they're making you pay for the information that I'm sharing with y'all. Now, do I have paid information? Yeah. But that's only based off the free information that I give if individuals need help walking through it. The majority of everything I teach, I give you on my page for free. I only charge for the time that it takes out of my day to walk you through step by step how to utilize this new financial system. Other than that, anybody can sit up and take the time out that I took to learn this stuff, which is taking me years to learn where I'm at right now. Because there was nobody teaching what I was teaching when this stuff was coming out. So I just had to learn it on my own. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, what we're looking at with Ethereum as of right now is us losing the 1563 area on a weekly basis and looking at the possibility of pulling back somewhere south towards $1,300 as a possibility. First stop right now, though, as long as we're closing below 1550 or 1560, I would say it's going to be that 1470 area, which is your 382. And then you want to look out and be mindful if you get caught inside the 382, then your next stops are going to be $1,400 and $1,300 respectfully to the downside. That's just what it is. Now, invalidation. In fact, let's take a look at this. Let's look at another drawing. Let's use the body closings instead of the wick. See if it gives us. Okay, there. Now, this is of interest. Let's take a look at something real quick. Hold on. Yeah, this is hard too. Let me save this. This is hard. Yeah, I probably might as well put this on the mixtape. It's hard. Anyways, as we look at a swing low, swing high with the body closings, we can see that we're just now coming into contact with our first 23.6% Fibonacci retracement, which is 15 and a quarter. 15 and a quarter. So now, tightening up the range a bit, we can look at 15 and a quarter being the outlier for further continuation to the downside. And that next stop under 15 and a quarter would be somewhere akin to 1450. 1450. That's what you're looking for if we lose 15 and a quarter on a 24-hour basis with Ethereum. Okay? Once again, on a 24-hour basis with Ethereum, if we close below 15 and a quarter, 1450 the first stop, 1400 afterwards, and then 13 and a quarter, 1333 to be exact, 333, 1333 to be the next stop. Now, what would invalidate this? Number one, holding off. Costco Jones, what's going on? Hey, for those that posted their addresses recently within the New Money Matrix Discord, go connect y'all wallets to the collab land. That way y'all can have access to the rest of the Discord. I put the wrong video in there yesterday. So what I did was I doubled back. What I did was I doubled back and I put the correct video in there. So disregard that first video that was in there. Hopefully none of y'all saved it. But now, if we're looking for invalidation, right? Invalidation. If we're looking to see if this is invalid, what would we look for? What would we look for? Let's see. Let me see. What do we got on a swing high, swing low? Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. We can see. Now, for anybody that knows how I teach Fibonacci extension tool and how to utilize it, you already know that we normally look for what type of run before we see a back. Let me see who can answer this on Instagram or YouTube. What type of retracement do we normally look for to the upside, right, before continuing to the downside? Anybody? $50%? Nope. There you go, brother Michael. 61.8. 61.8. Now, there is a 50% principle, but your normal retracement with Fibonacci is 61.8% before you either reverse and or continue in the original direction of the trend. Before you reverse or continue in the original direction of the trend. What does that mean? Let me just give y'all a visual. I'll just give y'all a visual real quick. What that means is that, and we'll pull it like that, right? And this is free game. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post my Cash App if anybody just wants to send a donation for a chai latte or something. I haven't had my latte in the morning yet. I'm drinking lime water right now. So if anybody appreciates the information in the way that I'm bringing it, if you would like to send a donation, I'm gonna post the Cash App here in a minute. But I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of game real quick, right? So anytime you're rallying to the downside, price is going down, and then price starts to pop up again, like so, right? If you are using the Fibonacci extension tool, then what you're normally looking for is a rally up to 382, 50%, or ultimately the 618 before reversing. And you normally, if you come back down and take out your 382, you're continuing the original direction of the trend. What we look for is a break and a close above the 618 in order to then target the previous high in order to work our way up to the 1618. That's the way I teach, anyways. Which I do have plenty of videos that cover that. So right now, if we were looking for Ethereum to continue, we would look for what? For it to take back out at 61.8% retracement. Venmo? Nah, I don't got Venmo. Hey, I appreciate it though. Damn, my computer's about to die. I wanted to keep going live. Let me go get my charger. I want to keep going live real quick. We're gonna finish this up in a minute, but let me go get my charger before the computer dies. Be right back. In fact, while I'm gone, what we can actually listen to, what we can actually pay attention to, is we will get it because I haven't played this in a while. I haven't played it in a while, so let's go ahead and get a sneak peek, right? Hold on. There we go. Let's get a sneak peek at everybody's favorite. Oh, hold on, let me get right to it. Hold on. Everybody's favorite anthem, real quick. I'll be right back. Like I said, I want to keep going live, so I'm about to go grab my charger. If I can plug the phone up, we can keep it moving. It was the high 20s to now close to 50. That's when Bitcoin was 5K. Now it's 55,000. The fuck off, it's all play. Trying to get a house and the duck off in LA. How many coins do you want for 5,000 on that day? 5, maybe 10, 50,000 out the pocket. You be sitting on half the end. On your ass money. Don't comprehend in this new money matrix that niggas is living in. Look at my city win. My mind is on overload. And I've been trying to tell the rest. Reparations are in store by way of the internet. And I know it's hard to grasp what we're raising the intellect. Now they waiting for the crash, they look for the intercept. They got niggas running cash with the you win the debt. Taking notes in exchange for the fresh clothes. Taking notes in exchange for the best road to get a financially freedom land where only the best go. You want to speed the process, I learned to invest slow. Make it the best move. Make the wrong move, it's a flesh move. Sharks move, it's flesh you. Let's turn that back just in case y'all ain't hear it the first time. Right now, we're gonna take a little smoke intermission, a little smoke break. I do have the computer. I do have the computer plugged in. We will continue the show here in about 2 minutes. Quick smoke break. Flame up if you got it. Used to think it was a joke. Why would I buy Bitcoin when I got coke? Why would I switch up my hustles? I got smoke. West Coast supported from my clothes. That's when Bitcoin was 5K. Now it's 55 now, so the fuck off, it's all play. Try to get a house and the duck off in LA. How many coins do you have for 5,000 on that day? What? 5, maybe 10, 50,000 out the pocket. You sitting on half again. You sit on your ass money that niggas don't comprehend. In this new money matrix that niggas is living in. Look at my IG, I've been giving niggas the win. From the city of win. Give community tools to make a couple of ends. They can turn it into some games and get into this car. Generational wealth is not created by buying cars. True clothes is spending it on the hoes and taking assets. Real estate, crypto, silver, and gold. And I've been going down this hole and my mind is on overload. And I've been trying to tell the rest. Reparations are absorbed by way of the internet. And I know it's hard to grasp when we're raising the internet. Now they wait for the crash. They got niggas of the cash for the digging you in the debt. Hey, but did y'all hear the bar? You got niggas loving cash, but it's digging you into debt. That's because cash are debt notes. The more cash you have, the more debt you are in. Anyways, getting back to the charts, what we'd be looking for continuation on Ethereum would be nothing less than the 24-hour candlestick closure. What am I smoking on? This is, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't be with all them funny ass names they be giving the weed nowadays. They're just some good bud. I just be telling the nigga, give me some good smoke. All that yellow belly. This is Obama bubble yum runs. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Give me some good indica and I'm all well. Some Zaz, if you want to put it in the family genre. But what we're looking for a continuation on Ethereum would be nothing less than a 24-hour candlestick closure above 1632 in order to see continuation. Right? A closure above 1632 in order to see continuation. And at that point, once we get that closure above there, my eyes are on $2,000. Beyond $2,000, I'm looking at $2,500. Okay, that's the route that I'm going. So on this pullback that we're looking at, I'm looking at taking advantage of getting some lower level entries. And we're at 50. Look, we're already losing 15 in the quarter. We're at 1540. We're already losing 15 in the quarter. We lose $1,500. 1475 probably going to be your next stop. So in order to see continuation, 1632 to the upside. In order to see continuation to the downside, we're looking at 15 in the quarter to 1540 being taken out. And then look at this. Look at this. Look at my numbers. I love when my numbers pop up. 444. So we lose the 50% retracement level. Next stop, 1444 on this retracement. So that's what we'll be looking at on Ethereum. Now, for those that were, once again, I'm gonna go back over this just in case some didn't catch it. Yesterday they did a release. Let's just cover the story here. Popular Rihanna song offered as NFT with royalty sharing ahead of the Super Bowl. Y'all know how crazy this thing may go as we get closer to the Super Bowl? Like, do y'all understand what they gave us the opportunity to do yesterday? And I didn't have to sign up for anything. I didn't have to put any personal information in anywhere. No name, no social, no credit card, no debit card. A simple Web3 wallet, a Connect, and a little bit of Ethereum got me 3 equity shares. Or, in other words, I have 3 shares of equity within one of Rihanna's biggest songs right now that I'm holding, which the price on these equity shares have already tripled in value. Let's see what they're at now. They were at 0.46. Let's actually look at the activity on here. Let's look at the activity on here. And look, it just started. We're just now starting to rise. Look at that. We actually got up to 0.49, almost a half of Ethereum. Almost a half of Ethereum. Dipped back down, and now we're seeing a continuation rally after finding support. So this is the let's get into the story. It goes on to state that music producer Deputy, who helped produce Rihanna's hit 2015 single "Be Better Have My Money," is granting a portion of his streaming royalties to collectors through Another Block, which is a platform that allows individuals to fractionalize certain assets. A popular song released by music artist Rihanna was offered as a non-fungible token through Web3 music startup Another Block. And I'm gonna say something about them. I salute and I honor them for allowing individuals to use their platform without having to go through the KYC structure that they normally put us through. I salute them for that. Anyways, they offered it through Web3 music startup Another Block on Thursday, allowing holders to receive partial streaming royalties. That means I'm going to be receiving streaming royalties to 3 different NFTs. The new platform works with rights holders, including artists, producers, and writers, to divest a percentage of their streaming royalty rights, which are offered as fractionalized NFTs. Music producer Deputy, who collaborated with Kanye West, Travis Scott, and Wonder Girl to produce Rihanna's hit single, is granting a portion of his streaming royalties collected. Okay, we said that already. Blah blah blah. There we go. The track initially went triple platinum in the U.S. when it was initially released and has racked up almost 1 billion streams across music sharing platforms, according to a press release. The 300, only 300 royalty linked NFTs were available for purchase beginning at 5 p.m. GMT, 12 p.m. Eastern on Thursday at $210 a piece. Each holder will receive a portion of a 0.0033% of the streaming royalties for the song, the company said. Holders are expected to receive their first royalty payout, on February 16th, the company said, and will receive payments every 6 months based on streaming revenue. The collection sold out in mere minutes, which you can go watch live on my YouTube channel or on yesterday's live on Instagram. But the collection sold out in minutes, the company said. It goes on to state that holders are expected to receive their first royalty payout on the 16th. Collectors of the NFT will receive a unique artwork created by an NFT artist, as well as a custom music track and a real-world legal contract specifying the terms of the streaming royalties and guaranteeing real-world ownership for the NFT holder family. I now have real-world ownership of a portion of one of Rihanna's biggest songs. This shit right here, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this shit is like life-changing to me. This is like shit that I never in a million years thought I'd be involved in. You get what I'm saying? This is how much they're evening the playing field. Come on now. We know nothing but big wigs and financial institutions have been the only ones that have been able to get their greedy little grubby hands on things like this. Right? It goes on to state that several other music NFT services have gained popularity in recent months, including Catalog, a primary marketplace for single edition music NFTs, Sound XYZ, a music NFT minting platform, and Royal, a music tokenization platform founded by DJ and entrepreneur Just Blue. Just Blue. Now, you may want to go check out those 3 platforms: Catalog, Sound.xyz, and Royal, so you can further your cryptocurrency education, family. So let's see. As of right now, the price, one just sold for $718 2 hours ago. 717, 721, 695. So we've already doubled and or tripled our money depending on where individuals are able to purchase in at. So once again, man, I hope that the information that I bring to y'all, I hope that it's beneficial in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, we're gonna end this here. But once again, for anybody that needs any assistance, please reach out. blockwallstreet.io, blockwallstreet.io. Before you jump into tonight's, well, now you know what? You can actually kind of jump into tonight's class without having purchased the prior. Not really though, because you're gonna kind of be lost where we're at. You can purchase tonight's class without purchasing the prior ones, but you may be a little lost, which I'm not going to take a lot of time to go back over anything. Because that's why I started the weekly boot camp a couple of weeks and gave everybody the heads up that every week we're going to be continuing what we covered in the last week's boot camp, right? There's going to be probably a 10, maybe even a 15-week program. I don't know. But tonight's class is only $50. We are having class tonight in Chicago. For those that are located in the Chi, if you want to pull up, grab you a ticket, or you can pay once you make it down at the door. Just let them know that you're there for the Burn, Learn, and Earn boot camp class. Yeah, that's a deal. That's a deal. So what I'm gonna be doing is I also have the metaverse. I also have the Block Wall Street Academy that I will be dropping the last couple of classes in. If anybody just wants to view those classes, not download, right? Because if you purchase them, it gives you the ability to download and keep them. Here, if you're not in Chicago, it's a virtual class, and then you'll be sent out a link to join. It'll be a Zoom platform called GoToMeeting. But here you'll be able to just view the videos, like at your disclosure. Couple of drawbacks: there's no way to rewind the video, so you kind of got to let them play out. And these videos are 4 hours long, so you're either gonna sit there for the long haul, record it on something that can run it back on, or just purchase the video. And if you want to just purchase the video, in that case, you would just come to blockwallstreet.io and get the video. Now, can we offer on the NFT? Can we offer on the NFT classes? You talking about all the previous NFT classes I have? No, I should have prices on them. If not, I'll go back in and run the prices back on them. I'll go back in and run the prices back on them for those that are shopping with NFTs. I'll put. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? That's what I forgot to do. Today, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the time out and I'm going to mint. I'm going to mint week 1 through week 5 and put them on my NFT platform for individuals that want to purchase the NFT and then resell it. That's the value of the NFTs. You can purchase them and then resell them to the community to get a portion and or all your money back, depending on what the individual is willing to pay for it. Tonight's class will be following covering the Cosmos Hub. So reach out for individuals if you want. Just hit the buy now. Make sure you leave an email or utilize the email so I can send you the link. Let me see. Is there anything else? Anything else? For anybody that needs any type of assistance, you can get the general consultation, AMA, ask me anything. It's only $90 an hour, y'all. It's only $90 an hour, right? Now, for anybody, this is how valuable information is, right? I study contract law, secure party creditor information, and one of the top individuals that I do follow is Brother Yusuf El from High Frequency Radio. Now, the brother charges $300 an hour for his consultations, which I'm not going to say that it's not worth it, because it is worth it if you're the type of individual that understands and values knowledge. Knowledge is actually priceless, especially if it can get you ahead in life. So I want y'all to understand that what I'm giving y'all is actually a gift for y'all to actually get into this space for a price that's not going to be seen really anywhere else, especially not once this hits the market. You know what I'm saying? So reach out, man. Let me be the individual that introduces you to this new money matrix sector. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I appreciate everybody and anybody that's ever tuned in, that's ever supported. Everybody that's been tuning in for the last couple of years, watching these shows, utilizing them to give them some type of financial freedom within their life and securing the lives of their children and grandchildren. With that being said, this is going to be saved. You'll be able to go back and view it. For those that are part of the Discord, we will be going live privately in the Discord so we can cover the rest of the currencies within the market. And with that being said, into the next one. Will tonight's boot camp be in the metaverse? Because that's a very interesting subject tonight. You know what? I am going to, how would I do it? I think I am going to attempt to view it in the metaverse. It will be only in the Black Wall Street Academy, so only individuals that get the $50 ticket will be able to access it. I'm gonna find a way to put that on my website, utilizing the NFTs, and I'll put it on my page and let everybody get the update on it. I appreciate you dropping that, Mr. New Life. That is actually a good idea. With that being said, be on the lookout for tonight's class in the metaverse, inshallah. Until the next one, peace, love, peace, power, and prosperity. I'm out. Forgot about YouTube.